Another moot point. But good news for the ousted PM, Alexander Boris the Pfeffel Johnson, and his swimming pool. Well, it gets the go-ahead by the council, as long as that leprechaun, well, that they call Boris, mitigates the risk to protected species, like providing little bridges and the pools. I'm sure he will insist on a toll, but did not insist on a recount of the 1922 committee letters, unlike the orange one, Donald Wetwater Trump, who loses a bid to delay the New York civil fraud trial, but invests in soap on a rope instead. Now back to Earth, while you boop the old like button. A long-lost astronaut and his cosmonauts, after getting stuck on the International Space Station for more than a year. Yeah, and it wasn't Brexit immigration, no, but outer space junk. The bad inaction man. An almost billionaire, poverty-stricken that he is, Richie Sunak, attacks Labour's son of a toolmaker, Starmer, the indecision man, and his party's plan for VAT on private school fees. Oh, stoking class wars. So, rather ironic, wouldn't you say? Well, the Tories seek to portray Labour as flip-flopping on policy, but fail to recognise the dire state of Angerland has been brought to its knees by 13 years of Tory mismanagement, stoking class wars, poverty and race baiting. Another Tory blow hammering ordinary folk is the £3,500 a year tax rise by the next election. Well, the IFS, though, finds it's the biggest increase in taxes in Parliament since records began in 1951, while more than 1 million British children sleep on the floor, fueling society dysfunction overload. And the cutting down of a 300-year-old Sycamore Gap Tree. Yes, been murdered, laying dead alongside the scattered ashes of many a lost soul. Well, a professional cut, if you ask me. But they say it was a kid that is now on bail. But why would someone do such a thing? But this is England. And this is what we have become under this Tory tyranny. A party in demise that is desperate for more misdirection to sway away the electorate from the Priminiture. So what do? Well, they send the ugly soul of a Home Secretary to the United States to talk up more culture wars in a room of around 10 people, claiming multiculturalism has failed. I agree, since this daughter of immigrants has failed on every flipping account. Apart from getting a sex-offending Buddhist off the hook and triggering worldwide contempt for the United Kingdom. Another brain fart is needed, says a Tory advisor. We need to get our symbol of culture wars and trans debates, 30p Lee Anderson, to give the Tory Fragle a boost. Maybe he could bring in Lawrence Fox to feed, the racist narratives. He's been suspended from GB News for, a rather ugly episode on the sex fiend's Dan Wootton GB News show, where he misogynistically tells the viewers that no self-respecting man would climb into bed with Ava Evans, triggering around 7,300 complaints to Ofcom, who will sit on their hands that they will, while chanting, it's not a news channel, as accused by John Nicholson, SNP MP, who was cut off mid-flow, yes, by Dragon Den's Evan Davis on the Tory Broadcasting Company's Radio 4 programme. Well, that's the news. Ta-ta.
Just here in Uxbridge today, Boris Johnson's constituency.
Don't you ever mention that name in front of me, that filthy piece of toe rag.